and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena we're taking it back to Fight Club. And shh, don't talk about Fight Club, but just something you should know is we have even more creatures now with power 6, so that we can put the counter on it and go straight to 7, like the Archfiend of Dross, like Batman. And we also have a new big monster to hit off the fight rigging that can just end the game in Tyrannix Rex, the 8/8 dinosaur. So it's time for Jurassic Fight Club. Name just sounds freaking epic to me. The rest is what you would expect from a green-black kind of mid-range deck for best of one. Armored Scrap Gorger I prefer, both because it's new and shiny, and because it hates on Graveyard, which is really good against the decks with Portal and things of that nature. Tenacious Underdog is a card I didn't run in the other black deck that I featured this week, but it's really good in this one to keep consistent pressure on the opponent and always have something to put your fight rigging counter on. Remember Shakedown Heavy? Shakedown Heavy's back. It's the other 6-power creature that we can get straight to 7. And if you're going to cast something off the fight rigging, we like casting dinosaurs, but it's also just as devastating to cast an Invoke Despair for free. So Invoke Despair still makes the cut because it's really good, and the mana allows it to happen. Like, we really need green on turn 2 for the Scrap Gorger. We have that. We have plenty of lands even without the fast land because of Mirrex, which also helps us make mites, which we can also put counters on to continue the pressure. This deck really overperformed. We're going to do a quick stats wrap up at the end, and you'll see a special guest appearance by the cranky Scotsman himself. Yes, Crokies is coming in for a fight. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. Our opponent goes first. All right, let's rock and roll. We're gonna put down the underdog. We're gonna rig this fight. It's gonna be wonderful. What could go wrong? Now, one might say they could play a creature on turn 1 and then remove our Tenacious Underdog. That could go wrong. Shh. Let's not think that way. Proving Ground. All right, 2 green sources. Not good for Invoke Despair if we find that. And Jund. Man, do we even play the underdog here? See, here's the thing. If we play the underdog, it's right into very possibly an easy removal spell. Opponent untaps. They play like Trespass or Fable, something like that. Then we untap. We can't play fight rigging. I think, as weird as this is, in this spot, I think we say go, and we go for the their threat, and then we play our fight rigging, and then we like blitz our underdog after or something. Fauna Shaman is like nothing I expected. Discard a creature to search for any creature. It does need to die, so this is fine. Unfortunate we couldn't cast fight rigging before we drew that dinosaur, but this could turn into a long game. The dinosaur could get cast. Hello. Hello. 1 invoke is on the bottom. Opponent passes doing nothing. If we play an underdog, I'm sure they'll kill it. Let's keep stalling. Let's play other rigging. Now underdogs get 2 counters. All right, a lot of stuff we don't want to draw, like Scrap Gorgers on the bottom. That's good. There's the Archfiend. Oh man, do we? I mean, you know they've got removal, so we've got to play around it, right? So let's just blitz this underdog. If they kill it, we draw, and then still in the graveyard for future fun and profit, and we hit our land drop. Feels good. We're doing it. We want to keep making progress on the lands. Oh. There goes our Archfiend. They have to take the Archfiend. If they don't take the Archfiend, we're going to go off with fight rigging. Okay, we're 1 card away from this Tyrannix. Oh man. Let's put the counters here, so it's threatening to go off next turn. So they have to do something about that. The cruelty is scary because they're going to get something back. Let's see if they search for another cruelty because they know there might be a dinosaur coming. Oh man, what do you get in this spot? Because you have to deal with the underdog. You have to worry about this coming down. But if you make it those couple turns, boom, Arcfiend. There's also only a Fauna Shaman in that graveyard, so it's possible we could Gix's command back the Arcfiend to play around it. Fable. Okay, they're going to hold up Go for the Throat and try to use it in response to fight rigging. That's not going to work on this dinosaur. You don't want to know? You don't want to know what's under that fight rigging? It's the worst possible. That's the answer. That's what it is. The opponent goes first. We don't have any removal here. On the draw, no removal is not where you want to be. And we have a dinosaur in the opener. Okay, removal, shakedown. We put the dinosaur on the bottom. This is mono red. They play mono red. Do I need a cut down for this turn? I probably do. Feels bad. If we draw the 2-drop, the Mirrex can play it though. You don't have to go completely off curve. There's our target. Fog the Phoenix chick for a turn. Aha. Kamano. 17. Hit land drop, pass. Glissa gets lightning struck here, so it's not the play. Man, I really want to save this to potentially cast Invoke Despair, though. I'm never going to have time for this, so let's play the Takenuma and play the heavy. Yeah, the thing keeping Glissa from awesomeness is that it just gets clowned on by Lightning Strike in this format. And Brutal Cathara, to be honest. But it looks like we're going in. Do I attack? Do I attack? Again, we play this, it gets lightning struck, and then the opponent attacks with Kumano Faces Kakazan. However, it's 6 freaking damage. We've got to try. There's no way we don't try. Again, we need to save this to cast Invoke. So we have to play Boseiju here, even though I'd prefer to hold it. At least if we eat their Lightning Strike, they're less likely to burn us out. So here it is. There's some damage for you. They don't have an amplifier, though. Never mind, they have an amplifier. It's Blazing Crescendo into Reckless Impulse, so they're just going to draw 3 extra cards this turn while dealing extra damage. Feels good. No land, though. Mechanized Warfare. And they've got the Swift Spear. So do we keep hitting them? I mean, they're potentially dead next turn. Next turn they play that, they attack for 3. Okay. They could also sack Etching and keep the chick. I'm going to invoke first and make them decide after they know about the clock. I think they might let me draw and untap this, which is sneaky what I want anyway. We also don't have to play invoke here, but I think we need to get caught up on board. We do have a double spell waiting. Yeah, they keep the chick, which is smart. So do I attack? If I put them on 4, they have to let me draw next turn. I also can get them to 2 with Arcfiend Go for the Throat. What are they going to do to me next turn? 1, 2, 3. So they play this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So close. So close. No cowards. No cowards. They take it. Here we go. Here we go. And I could draw a cut down and a land and just win from it. Oh, sequencing! Opponent, you're sequencing. You missed a point. Okay, so we need a land? I understand this right? We need an untapped land. Does it have to produce black? I think it does. No? Untapped land. To combat. Not quite. Okay. Here's Glissa. Double removal, open. So we could play the Arcfiend there and get the opponent to 2, but it's not that different, really. Playing Glissa here gives them another obstacle that they have to overcome. There's a Feldon. I think we'll be able to win next turn as long as we survive this one. So that's the plan. I mean, these things can't block. Something's hitting next turn if the Glissa lives. If it doesn't, they're letting me draw a card from Shakedown Heavy. Here we go. All right. Well, that means they're not getting through here. I think they might have the Blazing Crescendo. They showed us one already. It could really be a blowout here if they have it for the cut down. So do we take it and then die to Lightning Strike? No way. Have they got it? No. My friend, let's go. I guess they're not technically dead yet. They've got to turn the heavy around. They have to chump the Glissa. And they go to 2. And they need to draw burn. I'm guessing they have one burn spell and they need another. Down to 2 life. Classic mono red, huh? Top 5. They do move in herds. Shuffler's fine, everybody. Here we go. Classic mono red moment. Let's stall them. Oh, I missed the stall opportunity. And off the top it is. Isn't it always? Isn't it always more lightning strikes? It's a hand we keep. Oh, who's this? Croakies. Oh, dude. I roped the heck out of him while doing something on the side. I didn't even realize it was you. What are you doing playing best of one? Skrelv. All right. Down for a little Skrelv. We'll hold the goal for the throat. Maybe Croakies will attack and then we can kill something else. Melira. Okay. Melira. It's unfortunate that we can't go for the throat, this stupid little mite, isn't it? Do we have to go Sejuit? I think there's a chance he won't play basics. Let's find out. This is a risky line. I don't recommend it. So Melira also has this ability to exile it. Got him. No basics. All right. So Melira says, exile Melira, choose another creature or artifact. When it's put into a graveyard this turn, return it to the battlefield under owner's control. Glissa versus Glissa. Isn't that something? Let's try a little attack, shall we? A tradesy. Does Melira bring it back is the question. Well, I'm not sure, so I'm going to play the heavy. All right, Malira's still here. So Abzan Legends, maybe 5-color. Tyvar. All right, Tyvar can get Skrelv back, which is gross. Go for the Throat, not looking any better, but Invoke Despair looking juicy. Arcfiend. Rawr. Do I go for the Tyvar here? I think so. Remember, the Might can't block. Would you like to have me draw to save your Tyvar? Ganjo! Rude. Okay. So, would you like to have me draw? Now would be a good time. Alright. Invoke some despair on you. No Tyvar. 2 go for the Throats. Hopefully Skrelv doesn't come back. There's an Adeline. That is a strong card. I would love a land off the top. I don't require it, but I would love it. We might just have to double kill the Adeline too because of the Malira. A Skrelv with Summoning Sickness. Okay. Man, do we have to double go for the Throat now because of the Skrelv? I think we might. Nope, be more aggressive than that. Alright, Malira, exile it, choose this. It goes to the graveyard, it comes back. Croakies loses 2, 14, 18. Adeline is alive. But now our go for the Throat looks really bad, so we got to draw some good support. But it's close. We're a good draw away from, I think, getting there. Ooh, using Skrelv now, and using the Plaza to do it. That takes down the protection for Adeline. But you know Croakies, he wants to be aggressive. Gonna lose 2 on this as well. Another Tyvar. Does that bring back Malira? No, Malira exiled. So he needs to hit something good. Or untap the Skrelv. I like... Okay, that's smooth. I like it. Fight rigging. Let's go. How you doing? Big Dino, maybe? Ooh, not the best. Not the best. I mean, do we take an underdog here to have a blocker? It's not a very effective blocker. Try to reroll for next turn. I do feel like we need the blocker. We can also force Croakies to pay 2 life this turn. Another Fight Club I don't think is gonna do it, but how much damage can he deal to me next turn, really? If he gets back a creature. Almost dead, but not quite dead. Still, let's take the board presence. Not the best hits of my life, huh? Alright, down to 5. We make this play and we force the Might to pay 2 life here. Alright. What you got? Mill, whiff, I think. Yep, there was another Skrelv. That's it. That's the W. Somebody go to Croaky's channel. Let him know he picked the wrong fight today. Oh yeah. You better smile as well. Our opponent is going first, and our hand is ready to roll. If we draw a fight rigging, we've got 2 targets for it, and in general, we're ramping into Arcfiend. Nothing. Well, I was really looking forward to cutting something down here. I hate casting the Scrapped Gorger and just getting it removed, but I guess something has to get removed. I could pay the 1 life and hold on to Boseiju. If we float out from here, I'll be glad. But we do need to get to 7 land drops for the Rex, so I'm not doing that. You never know when 1 life could be crucial. Edict. Okay, that was something that could have scaled up well. Glad to see it removed. This is going to be Trespasser. Right, cut down's not very good. Black-white control so far. Glissa is good against the Trespasser, but I think we just want to get the Shakedown on the field. I don't know, both are solid. Which one would I rather get removed? I guess the Glissa. Plus the opponent needs to find a way to block it. It can also go up against a Shieldred. Double Trespasser. Nasty. I wonder if they think a double block will work against the first strike, because it doesn't. Should I play the Arcfiend now? Yeah, stuff might die. I don't want to remove 3 counters from this. That would be bad. I'll remove it from the opponents. Well, our land drops are here. We're getting really close to actually casting this dinosaur. Invoke Despair. I will sack Glissa. Let's keep the pressure in the air. Opponent will draw 2. But that's your turn. Another cut down is not where we want to be, though. Hopefully they'll play some underdogs or something. Hold up, double cut down. Auto Tapper wanted to get me for some reason. Yeah, they don't have easy removal. They might have more invokes, though. Oh, feisty. There are some drains they can make, but if a creature dies in this combat... What do they have, a Ganjo? I think they might have a Ganjo. We still have to try. Wow. Okay. They lose 2 again. They're below where they started, but so am I. And they sweep the board. Mean. All right, gotta play this. But don't tap it. Here's a Scrap Gorger. Opponent, please play some small creatures. My cut downs are feeling lonely. The Rex is about to get them, though. There is a creature that I can try to cut down, but they can just pump it up in response. Let's see. If I cast cut down, and they change it to a 2/2, and then to a 3/3, and then I cut down again, they change it to a 3/3 again. But this could tap out their mana. The other thing that could happen is they get their Death Touch on and they trade with my Rex. That's not okay. Alright, so they pay the 1. If I let the 1 resolve, they have to put another activation on the stack. Then I fire the cut down, then they put another activation on the stack. So I guess we make them do all of it. Sucks. But hey, we found a use for those cut downs. Oh, they didn't let it. They forgot to do it again. They forgot to do it again. Roar. Say hello to a dinosaur. I got one more turn, opponent. It's an 8/8, not a 9/9. And you might be able to sweep it. You could draw a path. You've shown us you run them. It's not over yet. Okay, now it's over. Dinosaur. Well, as tempting as this hand is, I think it's too slow on the draw. Better. Better, better, better. What do we get rid of, though? Might just get rid of the underdog and try to play control here, but we'll really regret that. It is a source of card advantage. The command is usually really important on the draw. The lands are definitely important. Do I just keep go for the throat? Yeah. I guess I'm going to keep go for the throat, underdog command. The command hopefully can sweep it up if the opponent's super aggressive. All right, feeling okay about this now. Looks like we get mono blue. Although that can't be a good matchup. They've got all kinds of ways to interfere with our things, and our stuff is expensive, so they just counter it. Mono blue is interesting because I think it's terrible against soldiers in red, and people are still out here doing it, which is surprising. This card could be awesome against them, just from exiling cards from the graveyard, keeping their Jin a little small. So we'll see if Scrap Gorger can really help. They pass. We could blitz the underdog, but that's not as good as it seems. You do have to keep your life total in mind. We'll just try casting it. Hold open, go for the throat. Opponent stacking their deck, as you do. If they go for the Jin this turn, we can do go for the throat into command. Complete with exiling an instant. Hopefully it's not a slip out the back. Ooh, okay. That's bad. It's very bad for our Gix plan. Another land is not ideal. Thirst is scary. This is why the phasing cards, though, are really good in the deck. Glissa. Glissa. So going for the Gix's command is almost certain to not work. Is there a time soon when we can go for both? It's like at least 2 turns away. That's bad. I think we just try to counter pressure them. Play the Glissa, get that countered. I guess we'll do it first in case they have some way to like try to force us to pay 3 like a Syncopate. We'll go for Glissa first. It's a sweet card that can attack through the Tolarian Terrors, potentially. Scatter Ray. Pay 4. Okay, Jesus. Keep getting stronger out there. Alright, that's a take 6. I mean, they're seeing enough cards that they should be able to put this game away. We've drawn a few too many lands on a mulligan on the draw, so it's a rough pull for us, for sure. There's the Terror. And you know they have a counter. And we can't even attack. We can keep trying to Scrap Gorge this thing, though. Let's see, you doing anything about this? They're not. I mean, we can just go for it. Or we can wait till next turn when we have a lot of mana to pay. What are we doing this turn? Double blocking the Terror, I guess. There's a good chance we're just going to die. But if you put spells on the stack, they get to put counter spells in their graveyard, which can add some damage. That March of Swirling Mist was perfect. If it had to be March or Slip. If it was any kind of a regular counter spell, we just untap and kill the Jin, and this whole game is different. That's why the phasing cards are still really good in that deck. And it's definitely not the matchup we like to play. It's all the crafty shenanigans. Oh, I mean, look at that. Look at that. Don't think this matters. Yep, still 11. Destroyed. Destroyed in a completely overpowering fashion by blue. Our opponent goes first, but for the first time in a while, I don't have to mulligan, and we have removal. Blue again? Okay, different kind of blue. With a Thalia, of course. Of course. Just gonna cut it down now. Classic soldiers. Yep, here's Thalia part 2. And another 1-drop. Another cut down's not bad. Another cut down is pretty good. I think this time we say go, even though the opponent could hit land drop and protect the Thalia. It would take their whole turn and stone rain them. And we're down for that, I think. Let's continue to rep mono black. Opponent might not see the fight rigging coming if we do everything right. Yeah, please use that plaza. Please. That's their whole turn, and then we drop an Archfiend on them, and we still have removal for a Brutal Cathar if they have it, and we have the fight rigging coming up. Alright, continue to rep mono black. So they don't see the fight rigging coming. We're gonna have to turn on the dime, though. There's the Cathar. Opponent's deck goes burr. Thalia's still causing us trouble. We play the Glissa, though. Heavy. Alright, well, we tried to hide the green. Now we can't. Yeah. Just go for that throat. Don't let it flip into a wolf. Could be bad. How many Cathars you got? Like, don't run that many. Aha! Changing it up now, I see. I like that. Alright, let's try to flip this script. Because we have to be aggressive. So we need to hit really well here. And we hit the dinosaur. Hello. Who's the aggro? Well, let's see if they can finish the job here somehow. Because they took it and went to 5. So they play 1 Lord. I think they need at least 2, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Close. Closer than I like it to be. Still easy mode. I wonder if they were 1 white mana away from casting 2 of them, in which case, nice plaza. On the play, let's do this. I don't know if we'll ever cast this dinosaur. We're probably not going to draw another land. Just thinking, you know, optimistically. We also need something big to fight rig with. But I'm happy to see a hand that can play some of its spells. The Glissa could be a good stop sign for the mono white deck. Adversary, sure. Land off top, please. Fine. Be that way. Please no Brutal Cathar. Green. Lyra. Sure. That's exciting. There's a land. Love to see it. Do we send a Glissa? They can't block it effectively. It does draw a card, and then we drop an Archfiend, and they couldn't remove the Glissa. So I think the answer is yeah. Think aggressive thoughts in this deck. Also, if we draw land, we'll be in Gix's command range. Okay, wrong type of land, but hey, we'll take it. Tap land. It's a big attack if they get rid of this, so we are really banking on them not having it. Your creatures, my creatures, no interaction. Let's fight! Nice. And they've got the mana open, though. Is that a Wandering Emperor I detect? Could be. Well, let's see what we can do with that. If they could have removed this, they would have done it on their turn. Oh, yeah. Because they could have attacked for so much. How do you feel right now, opponent? How do you feel? Alright, so do we try to rumble despite what could be a Wandering Emperor? The opponent can't really block the Glissa, but their counterattack will be good. Do we make them use the Wandering Emperor on a Glissa? And hold back the Archfiend? They're at 10. 10? It's tough, right? I think we just say go, honestly, because they're losing life. We're piling up mana. Next turn, we can, like, Gix's Command. They're bored. This is on 3. They can't take a big hit from it or they die. I think we just waste their mana. There's a time and place for everything. This is the time and place for nothing. If they want to get rid of a Scrap Gorger, awesome. And there it is. What do they do with it?
You started this fight, but I need to end it.
Adversarial pumps, okay. I mean, that thing with First Strike, though, still has to attack into an Archfiend, so it's not like giving it First Strike is going to save them. Untapped land, and we are a dinosaur. By the way, you also have to watch out when you kill this adversary against open mana. Melira can bring it back, and then it's an ETB trigger to pay the white. So it can come back much stronger than it left. Steel Seraph. Okay, now their mana is low. They want the life. So they're gonna Melira this. 7/7 too strong. They didn't Melira it. They just took the life. Okay. Down with that. Cut down that doesn't really do anything. Mana short of a Rex. +1/+1 counter is on the table. I think this is just a Gix's Command. Sacrifice the highest. 2+1/+1 counters and life link. Exile this from the grave. I think I'll go with counters on the Glissa. Oh, well, the opponent's going to block sack Melira. Never mind. Let's put him here. Okay, yeah, they can't do the Melira thing. My bad. All right. Counter right here. They have to block the Archfiend. The opponent can use Wandering Emperor minus. Is this lethal on its own? If they go to 1, they're gonna die, right? I guess we let them have their Wandering Emperor on the Archfiend. But they're gonna lose their Wandering Emperor doing it.
Pieces.
I don't know how they get out of this. A lot of options in how to pressure them that turn. But holding back on the Wandering Emperor. Not attacking that turn.
Try not to miss me. You're done.
I think that was a good call. Here's a sad lone Might who can't block. Ooh, a backup. All right.
Run away.
Not gonna save him.
You'll be safe.
They're trying.
My judgment
But they're done.
is final.
Dino go brrr. We go first. Ramp it up. Double Invoke Despair. Here it comes again. Let's see if this Scrap Gorger gets to live long enough to ramp us into these things. Sunset Revelry. Why not? Ooh, kind of risky on this Arcfiend, isn't it? 6 + 6 + 6 isn't quite lethal. We didn't come... I have never died to the Arcfiend. And I don't plan to today. Plus they have some creatures, so they might lose a lot of life. That life gain, though. Never mind, never mind. You gonna attack me? Attack me, you coward. Fine. Don't attack me. I invoke despair upon you. Okay, we've got more of them. All right, opponent has mana open, so we're not going to go for an invoke this turn. We're just going to blitz this Underdogger. Get into combat. We have Gix's command. Might want to get an Arcfiend back. Go after this 1/1 to push damage. Okay, they gain. Yeah, this is what I mean. It's a little scary with Arcfiend against this deck. All right, they're passing with mana open, and we don't have the mana for the Rex. That hurts. I'm gonna try a little draw. See if we can learn something. I was really looking for a land there. I think I keep trying to deal damage then. There's also a depopulate factor, so playing Glissa could be a good call. Uh-huh. No kidding. But don't play it then. Wait till end step, you crazy gamer. Glissa, by the way, can remove counters from the Mind Splice if it actually hits. But I have a feeling bad things are going to start happening. They've got enough mana. Man, if we had hit our lands, though. If we had hit our lands. Okay. We've got some blockas. They have 2 of those. Seems good. Land. Dino. Stupid widow blockers. Get poisoned. Up to 4. It's gonna be really hard to finish the job, though. Whoa, pay the price, buddy. Holy cow, they don't have a sweeper? That could be our way in. That could definitely be a way in. I'm looking in that graveyard. They're casting Witness. I would have cast Witness first. Might have found a sweeper. They obviously watch the channel, so I don't think it's bad form to drop them a little, you know, what I would do. So I think we want to play the Rex in open mana. Does that mean an Archfiend here? I think it does. They might have Syncopate for it, but no, they let it be. This means blocking is going to cost them 2 life. Let's see if we can draw land. Man. Oh, that 7th land is being a stubborn one, isn't it? Yep, there it is. But it's not a 2-turn clock on the Twilight. They also have mana open. Ah! It was a card away. They're at 16. Oh, we needed the dinosaur right there. Right there, you guys. Oh. I think this gets countered. I think this gets countered. So we want to do the thing where we can at least double spell, right? So we even took opportunities to draw second cards wherever we could, and it's not going to matter. I guess Gix's command, if it resolved, could still solve our issue. But there's another land. I'm getting frustrated. It's very frustrating. Yeah. Witness, Durdle. How many counter spells do you think they have piled up? Alright, so I have to avoid 3 poison counters and there are 8 creatures. There's no way around it. I'm just gonna play my dinosaur and at least make them laugh at their counter spell. I tried, guys. And we are back for the post-game wrap, and the overall record for the deck after some games is 5-4. Not the most stunning of records, but not terrible either, especially if you like playing cards that, while looking impressive when you're ahead and very much in control, like Fight Club, Fight Rigging, if you're playing cards like that and Shakedown heavy, you're definitely going to lose some games where you fall behind, or you don't get the perfect start, or your Fight Rigging whiffs. But the games when you're winning feel so good. This is one of those high ceiling decks that makes it feel like you're doing something way more powerful than everybody could expect. Those games feel amazing. It's a reason to play a deck like this. You got to remember the highs and ignore the lows. And, you know, it's really good from time to time just to let Croakies know you should run a basic in his decks. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. You're cool.